Jay-Z, what did he say about your album?
Oh man, he loved it. He said it was a hell of a compliment. It was prior to mixing. So he was saying, essentially just bring some of the levels up in terms of the hooks and stuff so they could be bigger. And I was like, okay, appreciate that critique. We was on that already.
And how did you connect with him about it?
So when he and Outkast were just dominating, they did some music together and like 2-3 records, and he actually hits Big and says he wants me on a record called Poppin' Tags. And Big at the time was like, well, I don't know if Dre rapping. He was like, no, I'm not calling about Dre, I'm calling about the young boy y'all got over there, that boy Killer Mike. And I was in MTV and he was walking by, and of course there was just a crowd of people around him. It's Jay-Z in the building. And he walked right past me and I didn't want to bother, and he stopped, he said, oh man, you're not even gonna speak to me? I put your, and that's when we're like, oh, like you really are cool, like this. He was like, yeah, like I put you on my record, you gotta speak. So we've never gotten disconnected from friendly banter and conversation. A few years ago though, as I was working, I just, I had his number and I just used it. Like, hey man, wouldn't mind you hearing some stuff. My manager, Will, drove me over there. Will is a fan of the Prius. And Jay made him park his car outside the gate, made him move his car. So it was hilarious. We still joke about it. But Hov, he encouraged me. He listened to the record. I said, if you feel something you want to jump on, let me know. If not, just give me some advice. But the greatest compliment I got is he said, I feel like I went to my cousin's house and got to watch a movie. Because everyone knows you can do stuff at your cousin's house. You can't. My mom was that cousin. When you came to Denise's house, the kids got to drink Kool-Aid, they got to eat Frosted Flakes, they got to watch movies on HBO. Like, my grandparents, that was none of that. You know what I mean? There was none of that. So when he said that, it gave me a feeling of relief, like mission accomplished, because I wanted people to hear something, but it's audio movie. It really is something, it is a coming of age story for you to see in your imagination, And so I just appreciate him for taking the time and giving the encouragement. I really do. And he's a person I really respect.
What do you respect about him?
What do I respect about Jay-Z? He figured out getting out. And he understood a teamwork. So in every phase of Jay-Z, there has been a lesson. His first lesson is if every door to you gets closed, do it on your own. And he, Dame, and Kareem did it with Rockefeller Records on their own. After you do it on your own and dominate, do not be afraid to credit the team. And they showed an outpouring of love for not only doing good business, but for creating other leaders. If you look at now, man, what the guys who were there have been able to do on their own, you can see that leadership is something that was encouraged and fostered there. And then he did what Magic Johnson has did. He realized, hey, my celebrity, and Shaq too, is worth something. And let me take this out into the marketplace and let me influence the marketplace, but not only for the benefit of what company is hiring me, but to build my own companies. And I think that's amazing. I think that's an example. And I think you don't have to know how to sing and dance to do that. I think that it's very much possible, more possible for the average black man and woman in Atlanta to be Jay-Z, the business person, than even Jay-Z, the artist. And I would like for us to follow that.